Dan Dan noodles are an iconic Szechuan noodle dish. It's street food and I love it. Usually it's done with minced meat, but I'm going to give it a bit of a vegetarian twist by using some tofu. When it's mixed in with lots of lovely sauces, it is to die for. So the sesame sauce is the basis for this. So into a bowl, I'm going to add some Szechuan pepper. Szechuan pepper has this warm, almost numbing sensation. I just love it. So what I've done with the Szechuan pepper is toasted it and then crushed it in a mortar and pestle because I want it to be a fine crumb, just like this. And some tahini. Seems like a strange ingredient to add to an Asian-inspired dish, but it works a treat because we're wanting that nutty flavour. So a few tablespoons of the tahini. Some soy sauce. So we'll start with some light soy sauce. We want that to season this dish, and to reinforce the sesame flavour, some sesame oil, a dribble of that. And for some extra spice, your favourite chilli paste. I love samba oelek, so that's what I'll be using, and we'll add a spoonful in. So that's going to give us more heat. Just to loosen this sauce, start to whisk it, and in tahini's true nature, it'll automatically thicken up the sauce. Don't worry about that. We're going to loosen it up with some water. So little by little I'll add some until we've got the consistency of, I'd say, a crepe batter. And then you see what that water does? It almost transforms it and turns it into this lovely creamy style sauce. Pop that to the side and let's get on to the stir fry component. So pan, we're going to heat that up. Okay, we'll get that nice and hot. And the classics go into this. So some vegetable oil, about a tablespoon, and julienne of ginger. Now that's a lot of ginger. It's young ginger, so it's not as fiery. We'll add that now. And tofu needs lots of flavours for it to shine, so that's why I'm adding quite a lot of that ginger. Good old garlic, finely chopped. And we'll just coat that in the oil. We'll just stir fry it a bit. And what I've done with my tofu is just wrapped it in some paper towel and just pressed it slightly for about 15 minutes. By doing that, we're getting rid of the excess water. Okay, we're getting some colour on our ginger and our garlic, and I'll add the tofu, so we'll just add it whole. And essentially, we're just warming the tofu up, and we can break it up with a wooden spoon into quite large chunks to start with. And just let that sit there for a moment to caramelise and warm through. Then I'm going to add another soy. So this is a sweet soy, also called ketchup manis. And this is going to give us not only the sweetness, but another dimension of saltiness too. So I'm just going to add a couple of spoonfuls. And we'll just toss that now and coat it in that soy. And you see, as I'm tossing, it starts to break it up a little, and it's starting to almost look like minced meat. I'm happy with that. Turn the heat off. Let's plate up. So I've given myself a bit of a head start. Dan Dan noodles, we need our noodles. So I'm just using thin Hokkien noodles. And I've also blanched some Asian greens. I like them to still be crunchy, and I love the stalks. They're so sweet. So add a variety of them. To build this, we'll add our gorgeous sesame sauce first. I'll add the noodles. So they've just been warmed through. And our steamed greens. Pop that on top. And then for our tofu, just let it fall in and around the dish on top. And you see, I like how it just breaks open, so you've still got the lighter part of it, but it's been stained by that ketchup manis. And if you're a bit of a Szechuan pepper fiend like I am, just add a little amount more to the top. And for a crunchy topping, some crunchy shallots. So good, takes no time at all to make. That's perfect midweek cooking right there.